If you're below, no, you need a boost control. Now, the maximum power point, maximum power point. If you look at panels on the market, or you look at them online, you'll see this curve. Okay, what does that curve mean? Well, this is amps, and this is volts. Okay? Amps times volts is watts. I multiply the two together, and I get a curve that looks like this, which is the power curve. This is the watts that the panel will produce at various voltage and amperage combinations. And so the maximum power point is what is the voltage amperage combination that will give me the most power? And that's what the MPPT controller does. Now, somebody asked a question. I want to add some more solar to my old solar system. Well, if you have different kinds of panels on the same system, each panel set is going to have its own power point. It's going to have its own performance curves. So you'll get something that can look like this. The controller's trying to figure out where is the power point for these controllers, these panels. So if you have different kinds of panels, they go on different controllers. So they're separate systems. Keep them the same. How are we on time? Just about. I'm going to go through this fairly quickly. This is on our website. All these slides are on the website. But I think this is important to understand what a charge controller is doing to your battery. Regardless if it's a solar controller, if it's a shore power controller, if it's an alternator. So there's different phases of charge. You've probably heard about different stages of charge. Here's how it looks. If this is voltage, and I've got a lead acid battery, or HEM, my power is low, I put my charger on. What the goal is to bring my voltage up from 11 and a half volts, whatever, on up to my 12.8 or 13 volts. Okay? So the first stage brings the battery up to voltage. So you all experience your battery's low, voltage is low, hit the charge on, voltage comes up. Okay? And then once the voltage is up, the battery is still not charged, but the voltage is there. So the controller holds constant voltage until it's fully charged, and then it goes into float mode, which is that last 10 to 15% of battery charge. The current curve looks like this. I want to get maximum current. Well, this is going up. The battery will pull its maximum current. It'll take everything it can once I get up to this voltage. Now, once I get up to the voltage, the battery charging becomes less efficient, and I have less current that the battery will accept. So the current actually comes down. Then when I go to float mode, I have very little current. So I've got a current curve and a voltage curve. That's what's going on in the different phases. So the controller will sense where the battery is, what the state of charge is, and the controller will then alter the voltage amperage combination to keep the battery healthy. Yes?
When you have multiple controllers, like you mentioned, I've heard people say that one controller will read the other controller's output voltage, thinking that's the voltage the battery is.
Okay, the question is, will multiple controllers conflict? Okay? I'm going to address that in just a little bit. Okay, I'm going to talk a little bit about the battery. All right, so our battery, how big a battery bank do we need in our system? Well, if we have a bucket of water, okay, we've got water coming in and we've got water going out. All right? What my level is in here, I want to be such that I can keep water coming in as I need it, and I've got enough to come out. So a balanced bucket is going to be an optimum size for what I'm using and what I can put in there and what I can take out. Okay? Our solar system is the same. We've got solar power coming into our bank, and we have our appliances pulling things out of the bank. Right? So we're really the same. So if our battery bank is too small, it's like having too small a bank. Right? I'm putting something, taking all that out. And if I've got a lot of water to put in there, I've got a lot of solar power to put but I've got a little battery or a little bucket, there's no place to put it. It's a waste. It's a complete waste. Whereas if I have a bigger bucket, I can take more water in. Bigger battery, I can take all that solar power and store it and bring it in. So I want a battery of optimum size. Does that make sense? Okay. Because we always ask when we're talking to our customers, well, let's look at your battery bank. You know, if you have a small battery, there's no point putting a big solar system because all that power from the solar system going into the battery's full, wasting, and the power is just not being produced. Okay, that's my general coverage on the basics of solar. Are we with that? Okay. Are you ready for some numbers? All right. We're going to do a case study, and I'm going to pass some of these around. I don't know if I've got enough for everybody, so if somebody wants to share, that'd be great. So our first step is to decide what do we want our solar system to do? What do we want to accomplish with our solar system? So here's 4 scenarios that we're going to take a look at. Are we going to keep the batteries? Maybe we've got a boat on a mooring. I just want to keep the batteries up, and I want enough power to run the bilge pump. Or I've got refrigeration on board. I want enough power just to keep the boat cool. Or I like to anchor out a lot. I want enough solar power to generate power to fill my batteries, so I don't have to run my generator as much or my engines. Okay, I'm willing to run it some, but I'm running it all the time. I want to run it less. Or I want to generate all the power I need. I never want to turn on the generator or the engine, power my system when I'm in that remote anchorage. Beautiful remote anchorage. I just don't want to turn it on. So that's C. And D, if I'm underway, when I'm underway, I've got a different power usage with my autopilots and my instruments and things. I want all the power I need when I'm under passage. So I want my solar system just to take care of it. I want to sail around the world, don't bother with power. I want enough power. So those are different kinds of scenarios. And each of you have a scenario that you may want. And of course, there's different costs in each one. So what we're going to do is we're going to take scenario C. We want to generate all the power we need while we're in anchor. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is we need to determine how much power we use on the boat. Now on the sheet that I gave you, is a worksheet that is available on our website. You can download the worksheet, put your own numbers in, and play with this. It's under support, manuals, and info. And it's kind of fun. You get used to the scenarios and play different scenarios, and what the impact is. I'm going to walk you through this process. Go to the website and play with it, and you'll learn. I'm going to go through a lot of numbers. Don't worry about it. You don't get them all. I just want to take you through the methodology and the process. Is that good for everybody? Do we have any extras? Any left? If we have one, if I could just have one.
Oh, really?
Oh, this one. Oh, yeah. Okay, so we've got 4 steps we're going to go through. First, we're going to determine how much power we use. And that's the core, that's our core number 1 process that we want to get. Once we know how much power we use, then we're going to determine how much solar we need to meet our objective. Okay, so if I know what I'm using, I can estimate how much solar I need to get there. Okay? And once I know how much solar I need, then I can look at my battery bank and say, is this the right size? Do I need more power? Do I have too much power? What do I need to do with my battery bank? So I have a complete balanced system. And then finally, we can take a look at our panels and our controllers and match it all up with what our needs are. Okay? Does that make sense?
Well,
Yes.
except that on your little thingy here, it has them in different order.
My thing?
The bottom line said it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 is determine your daily power. 2 is assess your battery capacity. 3 is calculate solar capacity. So I guess
Okay,
that's
yeah,
if you're not
2 and
gonna, if you're not gonna change, add any batteries.
No,
That's
yeah,
stuff with
you
it.
can do it, yeah, interchange it, yeah. Okay, so the first step is to list all of your appliances and how many amps do they draw. Okay, and so here's an example of it. This is our boat, and sort of, and it's kind of typical numbers of what different things draw. But if you have a battery monitor, it's really easy to get this, because you can turn all your appliances off, turn one on, and the battery monitor will show you what the power draw is. So you need the number of amps that your various appliances draw. And so you list them all, what do they draw? The second thing, once I determine that, the second thing is, how much do I use them? How many hours, when I'm at anchor, do I use them? Okay. That makes sense? So my refrigeration draws 5 amps, it runs 8 hours a day. Okay. Or it runs 12 hours a day. Or in the winter it runs 6 hours, in the summer it runs 12 hours. Or whatever. Then if I multiply my amps times hours, I come up with amp hours. Got it? Okay. So I got down to about 60 amp hours I use in a 24-hour period on a typical day. And again, this is ballpark, right? It's to kind of give us a ballpark of where we're at. Now, when I'm under power, I have a different scenario. Okay? Again, I have these appliances, but my usage, when I'm under passage, is going to be different. My hours of usage. For example, my VHF radio might be different, my instruments will be different, my autopilot. So I multiply the amps times the hours under passage, and I get my amp hour requirement under passage. Right? So it's really 2 different scenarios on our boat. And depending on what we're doing, we're going to, how we use our boat, how we sail. One may be more important than the other to you. So that comes down to 145 amp hours. Got it? Okay, now if I have an inverter on board, and I have a microwave or whatever, the inverter is fairly inefficient, so we really multiply what our amp draw by 1.2 to come up with our hours for the inverter. So for your microwave and whatever, Actually, on our boat, we just put an inverter in this year. We had so much excess solar by about 1 in the afternoon. So, and we didn't have any AC on the boat. So I bought an ice maker. So the excess power in the afternoon makes the ice for happy hour. It's free ice for happy hour. So we add what we use the inverter for, and we come out with our usage here. 70 amp hours or 145 amp hours. Got it? Okay. So then once we know our amp hours, now we say, well, what kind of voltage do we have in our boat? So we're a 12 volt boat. I like to use a battery charging of 14 for your 24 volt boat would be 28 volts. Okay. So that's our voltage. Now again, amps times volts is what? So if I multiply 14 times my volts times my amp hours, I get my watt hours I need each day. So I need 967 or 1,000 watt hours in a day to meet my needs. Amps times volts is what? Got it? Does that make sense? Okay. Now, then we have how many hours of solar can I get from my solar system? Now remember, we have our solar panel, and depending on the quality of the panel, I've got these various sun angles during the day, okay, as represented here. And so here it's about San Francisco or us in Michigan. It comes out about roughly 5 amp hours, or 5 hours a day is my average day I'm getting a lot. It also depends on my latitude, where I am. So 5 is a pretty good ballpark number. You can actually on the internet look up your city and get a specific number, but 5 is pretty good. So if I'm getting 5 average hours of watts a day, hours of sun a day, I divide 5 into my 967, and I come up with 193 watts. That's generally how much solar watts I need at 5 hours a day to meet my requirements of what I'm drawing. Got it? Does that make sense? That's great. Nobody. And was too. That's good. Okay. So this side of the worksheet takes you through that process. That's the process. Right? Then the other side of the worksheet, we're going to use to play our scenarios. But first, let's talk about our battery capacity for just a minute. So we go back to our amp hours per day of 69 amp hours a day that we use. Okay? That's why this is such a key number. Is what do we need? And I like to have at least 2 days of capacity in my battery bank for cloudy days or whatever. So I like at least a day. I don't know. How about you guys? 2 days of power. Some people like 3 days of power in their battery bank. Okay. So if I have lead acid batteries and I want 2 days of capacity, I multiply these two together and I get 138 amp hours of capacity I need to give me 2 days of power. However, on a lead acid battery, I only want to draw it down 50%, so I keep it healthy. So I really need 276 amp hours of capacity, of battery capacity. That'll give me my 2 days. So your usage really kind of drives the number of days you want for cushion. Tells you how big your battery bank is. Now, if I'm using lithium iron phosphate, where I can use 90 to 95% of my battery capacity instead of just 50, I only need 154 amp hours of capacity. So we can ballpark with this exercise a little bit on how much battery we have. Is it enough for what we do? So we go through all that, and the bottom line is we've determined that we need, depending on if I'm an anchor under passage, I need between 70 and 145 amp hours that I use of power. So my optimum battery capacity is 300 to 600 amp hours to give me a couple days. And my rated panel wattage, I need either 200 or 400 watts of solar panel capacity. So that's what you need. I'm going to just take you through this very quickly. We talked about the 4 scenarios, and I put them on the worksheet on the left-hand side here, so that we can compute some different scenarios of if I'm on a mooring, if I just want to supplement my power, and I want to draw my batteries down to 40%, or if I want to 100%. Underway. So I'm not going to take you through all this detail. We're running out of time, but one final thing is the solar controller. I want to go back to the controller now. Okay. If we determine we need about 200 watts of solar, okay, to meet our needs, based on our consumption, we need about 200 watts of solar. If my solar panel voltage is say 20 volts, the solar controller, I figure, well, it's about 5% loss between my wiring and my controller. So I'm really going to go to that 193 that number we came up with to about 203. So I'm going to compensate for some wire loss, voltage loss in the wire, and some inefficiency in the controller in adjusting the voltage amperage. But if I have a PWM controller that doesn't do the voltage up, amperage down, I need a larger panel. I need more watts. So this really shows me that the MPPT controller is going to let me get by with less wattage. That's the rated amperage coming off of the panel. Right. The reason we do this is because if I've got a 30 volt panel, if you put 30 volts in there, it's going to show you that you're still going to get the same amperage out of the panel. So you're going to need more watts here. So if you play with this, because the PWM controller doesn't convert, doesn't lower the voltage and increase amperage, it just takes the amperage you got and pulses the voltage to the battery needs. So if this increases, this will increase. So the PWM is okay. So we'll get to my question in just a second. So this is our panel system. So we've talked about our solar panels, okay, and what size, the solar controller that we need, and we've talked about our battery capacity. So we have a complete system. I want to show you one other thing on all of our wiring diagrams. How do we shut down our solar system? Okay, and it goes to your question of will they conflict? Will solar conflict with each other or whatever? Generally, it's the conflict is minimal. However, there are conditions that we've seen where if you're running your engine and you have solar running also, the alternator, and you have a smart regulator, the alternator sees the charge of the battery plus the charge of the solar coming in. So it sees, it thinks, oh, the batteries are fully charged, I'm going into float mode right away. Well, you don't want that to happen from your alternator because your alternator is putting out 50 amps when you're running or more, 100 amps. So you want full output of that alternator. So then you turn off your solar system so it doesn't conflict. The way you do it is you put a switch between the solar panel and the controller on the positive line. Yes.
How do you know when that's happening?
You know what's happening if you watch the meter on your controller, or you watch your meters on your system, or you watch the battery monitor. You'll see what's
Battery
happening.
monitor will show flow
Yeah,
when the charge is
yeah,
down.
and it turns solar on and off, and you can see what the alternator impact is. And some boats they conflict, some they don't. Sometimes a wind generator controller, solar controller will conflict and go into float mode, back out into float mode. Sometimes they don't. It depends on the particular unit and what those units are doing. It seems to be. Yes.
Do your systems have diodes so you don't leak energy out through the solar panels at night? Does your system have diodes so you don't leak energy out through the panels at
Okay,
night?
yes. We talked about it a little while ago. At night panels absorb power. There's two sets of diodes in our systems typically. There's one set in the controller, so it doesn't let it leak out. We also put diodes on our panels.
Okay.
So they won't absorb power. So it's a double.
That's taken care of.
Yeah, that's taken care of.
Thank you.
Yes.
Batteries in this sizing.
Right.
If you put the switch to cut off the positive coming from the solar panels,
Yes.
then they're still generating power. What's happening to that power when that switch is cut off?
Okay, good question. Okay, so the question is, okay, if I cut off that switch and opened it, and the panels are still generating power, what happens? Okay, the way to look at it is, if you have a battery that's fully charged, okay, that electric electricity is in there, but it's not being used. There's nothing flowing, right? Unless you put an appliance on it and you draw power. Solar panel is the same way. Look at it as a battery. If there's nothing to draw the power through the panel, from the panel just sits idle. So yeah, there's so much misinformation out there. Some people say, oh, if you're not using the panel, you've got to cover it with a towel or something. No, you can't hurt these things. They're pretty bulletproof. And when you turn off the power, it's just like turning the power off on a battery. Now, the other reason that you put the switch, let me go back. The other reason you put the switch here as opposed to between the battery and the controller is that your controller is powered by the battery. Okay? It's not powered by the solar, it's powered by the battery. So when you program your controller, you want continuous power to the controller. So to shut down the system, you just don't put any power into the controller. You leave the controller on. And that's nice too, because then the meter is always running and showing you what the battery is doing. Okay, so you've got the worksheet. On the back of the worksheet, I put some of our solar panels and the dimensions of the panels so you can kind of get a feel for what's available and what we offer. Any more questions? Yes?
On battery side, is the amp hours that the manufacturers quote on batteries generally 100% discharge?
Are the amp hours 100% discharge on the battery?
Yeah.
No, the amp hours are at a standard condition. And I don't remember exactly what that standard condition is. It's a rate of
1 amp draw.
It's a rate of discharge at a particular temperature to a discharge point. And I don't know what the, yes.
You mentioned you cover pricing.
Pardon me?
You mentioned you cover pricing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let me just finish. I thought maybe somebody had a better answer to that question. Okay, say it a little louder so they
Diagnostics, what type of meter do you recommend using?
Oh, what type of meter?
Yeah.
To get the,
Yeah.
a meter, we have a standard meter that comes with our controllers. So the meter's balanced to the controller.
So I can see it right there.
Yes. And that's why we like these controllers, because they have a control meter. So, in answer to your question, it's a standard, it's a standard rating.
This problem of conflicting sources of power, where you're got a regulator that's trying to manage the flow and everything in your batteries properly, right? And you can get misreadings. You know, to me that's a very confusing problem and difficult to isolate if you have numerous sources coming into the batteries. So, you know, I look at a 150 watts panel, what's that, 12 amps roughly? And if you've got an 80 or 100 amp alternator, you know, why not just cut off the panels and let the alternators, it's generating 5 times the amount of energy than the panels, and let them do its job. Then you don't have a problem potentially of the batteries not charging properly. Is that something you would
Yes,
endorse?
the question is, well, why not, if there's a conflict between the alternator and the solar, because the alternator is your highest output system to charge your battery, why not just always turn off your solar? That's perfectly valid. For example, on my boat, it's not a problem unless I'm in full sun and full power, and then it senses it and goes into flip mode. In fact, you can even, in place of that switch, you can put a relay in, so that when you turn your engine on, the relay kicks in and opens the switch.
Because to my mind,
We've tried that, and that works too.
the voltage regulator is the most important thing for charging batteries.
Correct.
And if you interfere with that piece of equipment, then it doesn't matter what you got running, the batteries aren't going to charge properly. So why take the chance?
Right, yeah. It depends on the size of your array and your boat, but yeah, it's the safe way to go is always shut down solar when you're running the engine. Yes.
Do they make multi-input chargers? So with understanding you have like a wind generator or regulator and
Oh, is there a multi-input charger? There are hybrid hybrid chargers out there that will charge or take care of a wind generator and solar into a hybrid charger. Our customers that have used those haven't been very happy with them. I don't know. But they're out there. They are available.
They violate the KISS principle, keep it simple.
Do they? Yeah, I've never used one, but I know some of our customers have put them in and then they've taken them out and put individual controllers. Yes.
In this example, you needed 203 watts, scenario C, and so when you compare this non-peak power loss, so assuming I went up, size that up,
Right. Right. The point is that these are peak power watts, which would be the maximum watts of your solar system. A lot of people will say, well, let's add 20%, just so we're safe on the side. So yeah, this is an ideal situation. Everything you get 5 hours a day of power. And again, this is intended to be ballpark. And then once you do all this, another limiting factor is how much space do you have on board to put solar? You know, can I put 200 watts of solar? Can I fit 300 watts and then I know I'm safe? So then it comes down to how much solar can you put on board. Okay, any other questions? Yes, price. Oh, I'm sorry, pricing. I forgot you. Sorry. Pricing. Did I put pricing on here?
No.
Okay. On our website, the same diagram is under products, marine solar, and the right-hand column of our left-hand column is pricing. Pricing, I'll give you a feel for it. If you bought a flexible panel on Amazon, for example, you could get a 100-watt panel at about $2 a watt, $2 to $3 a watt. Our panels are roughly $4 to $5 a watt as marine panels. I've seen them on the web at $10 to $12 a watt. So the price varies tremendously. We believe that somewhere between $5 and $7 a watt is a pretty fair, pretty good price for an excellent. So that's about where we are. And the prices are on the website. Anybody else? Okay, did we cover?
Wait, one last thing.
One last question.
Tax credits.
Tax credit. I'm so glad you
So
asked.
the sun power people said, hey, if you put in a new Bimini and add solar panels, then you can get 30% of the whole thing. Is that true?
It has to